evening. We have a slightly different environment than we did last time down in Florida by the sunset on New Year's Eve. And tonight we are sitting by a fire, keeping warm in cold New York. But tonight we're going to discuss a little bit about the knees, these amazing structures that are housed between two of the largest levers in the body, the femur, at the top and the bottom, and the tibia. And that is where our knee is, right? Where these two pieces come together. They're so important for stability, right? It has to deal with all of the force coming up from each time we hit the ground when we walk, and even the instability of the upper body moving from above. So you've got forces coming at it, but at the same time, so it needs to be stable, and at the same time, it needs to be flexible so that it can bend. And we can engage in positions like I'm in right now, sitting on my feet in a very crunched up position for my knees, but it's comfortable and it's easy. And one of the things that makes this happen so easily are the meniscus, or the menisci. These are these things that tend to have a little bit of a bad rap in our world. You often hear about torn meniscus. But we are going to reframe that information to remember how powerful these are to support us in absorbing force and cushioning the joints, enhancing stability, and enhancing flexibility. So the femur has the femur head at the top where it inserts into the pelvis, and then at the bottom, it's a really cool bone, we have these two round-like structures that look like wheels, and they're called condyles. So we have so the femur head stretches into two at the bottom and sits right on top of what we call the tibial plateau, almost the landing strip for these two wheels. Gives you a really nice slidey image for that if you imagine the two wheels that are, at the midpoint of your leg that is sliding on the top of your tibia. And in between those 2 points are two fibrocartilaginous structures called menisci. Now they're not quite this big, and there's many more details to go into it than we're going to get into tonight. But for time's sake, we can visualize these cushiony structures that increase the surface area so that we turn force into stretch, soften the blow to the bone, and help with their movement and fluid composition to enhance flexibility in the knee. So I want you to stand up, and this is going to help your just visualization. So you're standing and you're imagining coming off of your pelvis are the two femur heads, and then bring your visualization further down your leg and feel the split into each leg having these two condyles that meet up with this cushiony surface of the menisci that are sitting on top of the tibia. And so as you're checking in, you're just standing still right now and you're visualizing this cushion and you're feeling the bounce of those menisci, right? Even maybe get a little bounce in your body and feeling how the two condyles of the femur are bouncing on the menisci, on the tibia. And now check in and make sure you have equal weight distribution on both of the condyles of your femur, right? Maybe you're noticing that the inside condyle feels lower than the outside one. So then imagine that this wheel is actually a tire and that you can just pump it up with air so that it's equal to the lateral or outside condyle, and feel equal weight distribution on each leg. And as you embody this new visualization of your knee, take a walk around, imagining how with each bend of your knee, you're getting that cushiony feel in between these two bones. And you're allowing that bounce, soft, fluid feel that enhances your flexibility, supports you to be stable, and move with more agility. This will change the way you move. There's many more details that we can get into, visualizing how the meniscus move when you bend your leg, and then we'll cover all of this in the workshop and more. My next workshop is actually on Saturday here in Larchmont, New York. If you want to join, check out my website, www.karenbetten.com. And each week here, we will be covering new aspects to enhance the longevity and ease in your body and mind. So after you've done this exercise, check in to notice how you feel in your knees and notice how you feel in your mind, knowing that you are changing the neural pathways in your brain and your nervous system when you sense your body. So bringing your awareness in to your body, sensing how it's moving and feeling it changes the functioning of your brain and your nervous system. Thanks so much, and look forward to next time.